That's right. When you walk into an ETS testing center today to take the TOEFL exam, your writing and speaking responses are partly graded by a machine. So for those of you who feel a bit uneasy about this whole AI is grading my essay thing, we want to let you know that this is real. Hi guys, this is Brian from TOEFL BANK. I'm in charge of managing the overall AI infrastructure for this service. Well, speaking of AI, I'm sure most of you who have used our service realize at one point that your writing responses are being graded by a machine. Now, some of you might have thought that's a bit weird, and for some of you who are interested in the field of deep learning might not have found it so surprising. So I'm sure you have questions on how we grade your essays. So I wanted to take this time to answer some questions you sent us about our AI service. Question number 1. Why use AI for scoring in the first place? Awesome question. Now the key to getting better in writing and speaking, not just in TOEFL, but in language acquisition in general, is repetition. However, if you simply repeat without any feedback or guidance, you are wasting your time. You need someone, or in our case, something, to tell you that you are going in the right direction. Conventionally, that someone is a teacher at your school or a tutor at your prep school. But think about the last time you had to wait for their feedback. They don't respond so well during weekends, right? So what we aim to do in TOEFL Bank is having an AI provide feedback for you so that you can request for grades without having to worry about time or location. I'm in South Korea, and based on our user data, we know that most of you are not here, and we're not even in the same time zone. But you're still using our service, right? So I guess this is already working out. Question number 2. How does this work and how is this different? Alright, before I answer this question, I'd like to give you a brief overview on how this whole automated scoring thing started. Basically, we're not the first guys to try this out, but we are the first guys to use deep learning algorithms for automated scoring service. Then how is deep learning different? Well, previously, everything was about rules. You have 2 spelling errors, 3 spelling errors, and those counts worked as a deduction against your grade. But this already sounds like a painful process, doesn't it? Think about how many factors work together interactively to grade your essay. And plus, spelling and grammar are simple surface-level features. How are you going to let the machine understand abstract concepts like logic or context? The answer is, you can't. And that's why these rule-based systems fail so miserably in natural language understanding. At TOEFL Bank, we use 0 rules. Everything is about representation. Your essay is broken down to text tokens. Text tokens are transformed to context-based representations that a computer can understand. Next, the computer will look at your essay representation and a score assigned by a professional human grader and start associating your essay with a given score. With enough data and training, the machine will be able to grade your essay without the supervision of a human grader. Of course, since the machine is learning from a human pattern, it also picks up on biases. For example, same grader scoring on Monday, scoring on Friday. You guess which scores are higher. And that's why, while we emphasize adopting new models and algorithms, our main focus is in data quality. Without clean data, algorithms are useless. Our human scores are fully trained and experienced, and our AI is properly learning from their scoring pattern. And I almost forgot, our AI is learning every single day, and that means we're only getting better. Alright, last question. I made corrections on my essay, but my score has not changed. What gives? Well, I can assure you that if you have done the right thing, your scores would have gotten better. However, there is a threshold in getting a higher score. The AI itself is spitting out scores in numbers with decimals. So if you look closely at the decimal points, your score might have improved. But when the AI score is being converted to an ETS score, there are some rounding procedures involved, and that's why you might end up with the same converted score. Then you might ask, if AI scores are more precise than the converted score, why not give the AI score in the first place? Well, AI grading is fun and everything, but at the end of the day, we want you to do well in TOEFL. Let's not forget why we're doing this in the first place. All scores and grading layouts will follow what you would normally see at the actual TOEFL examination to make sure you are prepared for the real test. Okay, so I hope this session properly answered some of the questions you had about our AI service. If you have any other questions, please feel free to let us know, and we would do our very best to get back to you as soon as possible. Also, Our speaking autograder is coming out soon, so once it is out, please give it a try. Feedback and repetition are key in achieving your target score, and there is nobody in this world who would like to see you do well in TOEFL more than us people here at TOEFL Bank. So good luck and keep on practicing.